Game started.
Okay, Windling. Let's try d4. Okay, c4, d6. What is this?
Server announcement.
Knight f6 and d6. I guess this could be a way of getting into King's Indian defense. If he were to play g6, for example. Okay. I've already committed to, maybe this is an old Indian. Probably did not have to, I probably did not have to push. I could have considered defending. Okay, but I've done it now. It's a little bit crazy, but I'm wondering if I can just play f4 here. Yeah, let's not do that. That's to stop the knight from coming into g4 there and harassing my bishop. So yeah, let's go for opposite side castling. And now I'll play f4. Might consider playing king b1 first. Yeah, putting pressure on indirectly on the e-pawn. So f4 he takes, and the e-pawn is hanging. So it's first of all get the king to a slightly safer square, and then I can play bishop here. And now supporting the e-pawn, so now I can play f4. Okay, and the tactics here, take on h6 or h3. I don't see anything particularly great there. Bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes. His king is exposed, but the pieces are all around in good order. Okay, so now f4, pawn takes, bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes. It's not seem so great. How about maybe g3 and then f4, and just try and get a big pawn center, I guess it is. I'm going to have to move this knight out of the way at some point and get a rook to the f file, I think. But maybe not just yet. I want to get in f4. If I'm going to play f4, I want to get that in before I move the knight up to f3. Because otherwise it'd be blocking the pawn. So now, if he takes, I can take back with the pawn. It'll open up the g file, and looks like I would have good attacking prospects. Knight to knight g4 is still prevented. Knight could come to h4. It's an interesting idea, because it would control this f3 square where my knight wants to go. But if he lets me, I'm going to play knight f3 on the next move and bring a rook to the g file. And then maybe think about advancing the h-pawn. Other ideas I should be thinking about are e5. But okay, so he took first. Let's take this way, open up a diagonal for my bishop. Still want to play knight f3. Knight f3, rook g1, and then I'm already threatening to win a pawn, at least on g6. Okay. Yeah, black does have to finish his development at some point anyway. He's piling up on the c pawn, but right now the bishop is defending it. If I play f4, I should prepare. I should play rook g1 and then play f5, because when the knight moves, then the h pawn will be hanging. f5 is good for another reason too, because this knight really has no squares. Here, 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 so he can only go backwards. So this looks pretty good, I think. f5. I could have paused to consider if there were other better moves, but this seemed so crushing. I just had to play it. Impulse control. Ah, okay, I forgot. He opened up a square over here. See? That's why you always should think about your moves. Okay, so I want to take this guy. And then I can still take on h6, because I'm threatening check here. He's threatening to push on with e4. Is that? No, that's yeah, that's e4. And I guess I would play bishop to e2, because I want my bishop to defend the c pawn. I don't want his queen coming in here. So black can play bishop to f8. That's probably the move here. If he tries to play g6, I can just take it and then crash through on the g file. Yeah, so bishop f8. Now what? If I take, he takes, and then queen to yeah, bishop takes pawn, bishop takes, and queen to g5, double attacking. Well, threatening to win the bishop. The bishop is pinned and it can't move, and no piece can defend it. The knight could go to h5, but I can just take the knight there. So let's see if he comes up with something. I don't see a defense here, basically. I think I'm pretty much mating. The king can start to run. So king f8, queen takes bishop check, or maybe giving up the knight, knight to h5. Queen takes knight. And I'm still threatening. The bishop is still pinned, and I'm threatening to play f6, attacking the pinned bishop. And yeah, he blocks that, so that's good. And now he can defend the bishop, right? With the rook. He can defend the bishop with the rook. Okay, so the question is, should I look for a breakthrough? For example, rook takes, check, and if king takes, queen here, check. King has two squares here or here, and then I can double the rook, put the rook behind the queen. Or even more, let's calculate this again. Rook takes, king takes, rook here, check. He can't block the check. There's no pieces that can get over here. So he's driven to the f8 square. And can I mate him from there? That's the question. I have a rook here and a queen here. I can bring the queen in, check, and drive the king to this square. And then check, drives the king to this square. And check with the knight is mate, I hope.
Check.
We'll see. See if I calculated that one right. And of course, running away is hopeless if the king has no choice but to take the rook.
Black resigns.
Okay, well, I will take a look at that in the postmortem and see if that really is a forced mate. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Pretty nice attacking game. See you later. Bye.